Hi dear friends, today we'll be discussing about the zoology part of NEET 2024 paper. So we can see that the first question is match the following. Previous part 1 video also I have discussed about botany, where a lot of match the following questions were there. So even here in zoology it commences with a match the following question. See here they have given in the list 1 the type of organisms, and in the list 2 what type of organisms they are. So typhoid is a bacteria, so A4. So you find that only the fourth option has it. Here by identifying only one option we are able to identify the answer. So A4, typhoid is bacteria, leishmaniasis is a protozoan, ringworm is a fungus, filariasis is a nematode. So these are the options. So typhoid is bacteria, then leishmania is protozoan, ringworm is fungus, filariasis is nematode. So the next question is, so the match the following list 1 non-medicated IUD, then there is the options for this are non-medicated IUD intrauterine device. It is nothing but lips loop. So there are two options, A2 and A3 are 2 and 3 are having this option. So non-medicated is intrauterine devices, lips loop. Then the next option is copper releasing IUD. So the copper releasing IUD is multi-load 375. Hormone releasing IUD. So it is C4 LNG2. Implants is going to be D2 progestogens. So A3, B1, C4, D2. So A is 3, non-medicated intrauterine device, lips loop. Copper releasing intrauterine device is 1, that is multi-load 375. Then hormone releasing IUD intrauterine device is C4, that is LNG 20. Implants are progestogens. So the next question is statement based question. So statement 1, the presence or absence of hymen is not a reliable indicator of virginity. Statement 2, the hymen is torn during the first coitus only. So in the light of the above statements, choose the correct answer from the option given below. So the presence of or absence of hymen is not a reliable indicator of virginity is a correct statement. So statement 1 is true. The hymen is torn during the first coitus only. Statement 2 is false. So the answer is first option, that is statement 1 is true, but statement 2 is false. In both sexes of cockroach, a pair of jointed filamentous structures called cerci are present on. In both sexes of anal cerci they are talking about, sexes of cockroach, that is male and female. A pair of jointed filamentous structures called anal cerci are present on the 10th segment. That is the answer. So fourth option is the correct answer. Next one is from the first year portions of it. That is list 1, the parts of brain they have given. So pons, hypothalamus, medulla, cerebellum. So pons, it connects. So the pons connects different regions of the brain. Hypothalamus, it is neurosecretory cells. Medulla, it controls respiration and gastric secretions. Cerebellum provides additional space for neurons, regulates posture and balance. Cerebellum, or the small brain. So they provide additional space for neurons, regulates posture and balance. So these are the options for it. So the correct answer for this is fourth one. That is pons. It's a new connects different regions of the brain. Then hypothalamus, it is having the neurosecretory cells. Medulla controls respiration and gastric secretions. Cerebellum provides additional space for neurons, regulates posture and balance. So which of the following is not a steroid hormone? So progesterone, glucagon, cortisol, testosterone. So the answer is glucagon. The name itself is indicative, glucagon. All of them are having the sterols in them. So they're all steroidal hormones. Progesterone, cortisol and testosterone are steroidal hormones. So the next one, which one of the correct product of DNA dependent RNA polymerase to the given template? Which one is the correct product of DNA dependent RNA polymerase to the given template? So they have given the template to be so TAC, ATGGC, AAA, TAT, CCA, TTCA, 5 prime. So we have to write it from the 5 prime to 3 prime, and it is going to be an mRNA because RNA polymerase indicates they are synthesizing. It's a process of transcription. The answer is T complementary is A complementary is U, C complementary is G. So the AUG, then T complementary is again A complementary is U, T complementary is A, GG complementary is CC. So on that basis, the third one is the correct answer. So this is the correct mRNA that is synthesized from the template strand. So 3 types of muscles are given in the A, B and C. So this is a diagram oriented question, so which you should be aware about. So identify the correct matching pair along with their location in human body, skeletal, smooth, cardiac, name of muscle or location. So now the skeletal muscle is triceps. A is triceps, so skeletal muscles. So B is smooth muscles. These are seen in the stomach and they are involuntary in function. So C is they have intercalated disc, so they are the cardiac muscles. They are seen in the heart. So the right answer is fourth one. So A, skeletal muscles, triceps is an example for it. Smooth muscles, which are spindle shaped, they are found in the stomach. They are involuntary in function. Cardiac muscles, they have this intercalated disc and branched. So heart is an example for it. So fourth option is correct answer. Following are the stages of cell division. Now this question is from botany part, but they have given it here. Stages of cell division, they have given it. So there is an interphase and mitotic phase. So it begins with, so the correct sequence of stages from the options given below. So which are the correct sequence of stages from the options given below? So it begins with gap 1 phase, then there is synthetic phase, gap 2 phase, then there is karyokinesis followed by cytokinesis. So for this option, second one is the correct one. This is a very easy question, not difficult at all. So which of the following are autoimmune disorders? So autoimmune is where immunity is not provided. So autoimmune disorders. So choose the most appropriate answers from the options given below. So they have given the autoimmune disorders as myasthenia gravis, rheumatoid arthritis, gout. Gout is because of excess of uric acid, muscular dystrophy, systemic lupus, erythematosus. So the answer for it, the most appropriate answer from the given options is, so autoimmune disorders are A, B and E only. So myasthenia gravis, B rheumatoid arthritis and E. So this is the right answer for autoimmune disorders. Muscular dystrophy is a genetic disorder. Gout, it is because of accumulation of excess amount of uric acid. So these are the points that we have to remember about. So match the following again. Here it is based on the enzymes. So there is lipase. So choose the correct answer from the options given below. So lipase, what type of bond do they have? They are going to cut. So the answer is going to be the lipase ester bond. The nuclease, they have this phosphodiester bond. Protease, peptide bond. Cerebellum, I think the protease, the cerebellum is having the glycosidic bond. I don't think it is cerebellum. The option is given wrong there, but anyway, they have the glycosidic bond. So lipase, it is having the enzyme. It is going to cleave at phosphodiester bond. Nuclease, they are going to break the phosphodiester bond. Lipase is going to break the ester bond. Protease, peptide bond. Cerebellum is the glycosidic bond. The flippers of penguins and dolphins. So penguins and dolphins are the example of convergent evolution. See, dolphins, whales, they are all mammals. So flippers of penguins are birds. So are the examples. So both of them help in gliding through the water. So the flippers of the penguins and dolphins, they are the example of convergent evolution. The answer is convergent evolution. So the next one is from respiratory system. They have asked that expiratory capacity. So they have asked this expiratory capacity can be defined as tidal volume plus expiratory reserve volume. So functional residual capacity. So the B is expiratory reserve volume plus tidal volume plus inspiratory reserve volume. So that is the functional residual capacity. Vital capacity is going to be A2, then B4 it should be, expiratory reserve volume plus residual volume. Here there is a mistake. So expiratory capacity is the second option, tidal volume plus expiratory reserve volume. Functional residual capacity is expiratory reserve volume plus residual volume. So vital capacity is going to be expiratory reserve volume plus tidal volume plus inspiratory reserve volume. It's the sum of all these. Inspiratory capacity is going to be tidal volume plus inspiratory reserve volume. So it is very easy to remember expiratory capacity and inspiratory capacity. They just have tidal volume plus expiratory reserve volume. For inspiratory, it would be tidal volume plus inspiratory reserve volume. So the options for this is third one is the correct answer. Which of the following factors will not affect the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium? So gene migration, constant gene pool, genetic recombination, genetic drift. The answer is constant gene pool. See, the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium is affected only if there is an inequilibrium or non-equilibrium is there, and that is the purpose. So gene migration, genetic recombination, and genetic drift causes a change in the equilibrium. But constant gene pool doesn't bring about a change in the equilibrium. Given below are some stages of human evolution. Arrange them in correct sequence. So they have given it origin of man. They have given these options. So Homo habilis, arrange them in correct sequence. Past to recent. So Homo sapiens is recent. So we can expect it to be the last option. B should be the last option. So A, Homo habilis, then D, Homo erectus, C, Homo neanderthalis, and B is Homo sapiens. So these options occur in second option, A, D, C, D. Homo habilis is the most past one when compared to Homo erectus, and Homo neanderthalis is recent when compared to Homo erectus, and Homo sapiens is more recent when compared to Homo neanderthalensis. So ADCB is the answer. Following are the stages of pathway for conduction of an ion potential through the heart. Action potential through the heart. There's a spelling mistake there. Following are the stages of pathway for conduction of an action potential through the heart. So it begins at SAN, isn't it? So that would be the first position. E should be the first position. Sinoatrial node. Then it is conveyed through the AV node. Then AV bundle, bundle branches, and Purkinje fiber. So the option would be third one. The next question is, which of the following factors are favorable for the formation of oxyhemoglobin in alveoli? So low partial pressure of carbon dioxide and high hydrogen concentration, or is it low partial pressure of carbon dioxide and high temperature? So high partial pressure of oxygen and high partial pressure of carbon dioxide, high partial pressure of oxygen and lesser hydrogen concentration. This is the right answer. So alveoli should obtain the oxygen. So only when they have higher pressure of oxygen, it can diffuse into the surrounding capillaries, and only when they diffuse in the capillaries, they can combine with hemoglobin to form oxyhemoglobin. So the factor which is favorable for formation of oxyhemoglobin in alveoli is high partial pressure of oxygen and lesser proton concentration, or H plus concentration. The next question is, again there is a match the following here. Alpha 1 antitrypsin. So it is going to be used for treatment of smoker's lung or emphysema. Cry1AB. So this is nothing but the corn borer. They have this gene that can be utilized to control the corn borer. So that gene can be utilized. Then Cry1AC, it is Cry1AC and Cry2AB. So that is cotton bollworm. So enzyme replacement therapy is done for ADA deficiency. So all these options are possible in the first option, A3, B4, C1, D2. So alpha 1 antitrypsin is emphysema, Cry1AB is corn borer, Cry1AC and Cry2AB, cotton bollworm. Enzyme replacement therapy is utilized for overcoming ADA deficiency, adenosine deaminase deficiency. So given below are two statements. One is labeled as assertion and the other is labeled as reason. Assertion: FSH, follicle stimulating hormone, acts upon ovarian follicles in female and Leydig cells in male. Reason: growing ovarian follicles secrete estrogen in female, while interstitial cells secrete androgen in male human being. So A is false, assertion is false, but reason is true. So the second option is correct. So FSH acts upon the ovarian follicles in female and Leydig cells in male is a wrong statement. That is why assertion is false. But reason is a correct statement. The following, again this is a diagram oriented question that they have asked. The following diagram showing restriction, this is botany part but they have given it in zoology. The following diagram showing restriction sites in E. coli cloning vector PBR322. Find the role of X and Y genes. So here you have the X and Y genes. So you have the ORI site and the gene responsible for replication of plasmid. So the gene, here the answer is the gene X is responsible for the copy number of the linked DNA and Y for protein involved in the replication of synthesis of protein involved in the replication of plasmid. See, the gene X is the site where there is initiation of replication and it is also decides the copy number of the linked DNA. So how many copies it should be, whether it should be 1 to 100 copies, that is decided by the X, the ORI site. So fourth option is the correct option. The gene X is responsible for controlling the copy number of the linked DNA and YNA for protein involved in the replication of plasmid. Match list 1 with list 2. Choose the correct answer. So the options aren't here. So we'll skip that question. Anyway, 172. Consider the following statements. Annelids are true coelomates. Poriferans are pseudo-coelomates. Ascalmanths are acoelomates. Platyhelminthes are pseudo-coelomates. Choose the correct answer from the options given below. So the only A is correct. Annelids are true coelomates. Poriferans are acoelomates. Ascalmanths are pseudo-coelomates and Platyhelminthes, flatworms, are acoelomates. So these options B, C, D are wrong, because of which only correct statement is annelids are true coelomates. So only option that has this answer is fourth option, A only. Given below are two statements. Statement 1. So you can find many statement questions and match the following here. Statement 1, in the nephron, the descending limb of loop of Henle is impermeable to water and permeable to electrolytes. Descending loop, there is an ascending loop also. Descending loop of, that is the first statement. So statement 2, the proximal convoluted tubule is lined by simple columnar brush border epithelium and increases the surface area for reabsorption. In the light of the above statements, choose the correct answer from the options given below. See, both statement 1 and statement 2 are false. So the descending limb is not impermeable to water and permeable to electrolytes. That is a wrong statement. And PCT is not lined by this simple columnar brush border epithelium, which increases the surface area for reabsorption. Reabsorption does not happen at PCT. So it's a wrong statement. So both statement 1 and statement 2 are false. So the match the following again we have here. So fibrous joints, different types of joints in the locomotory and skeletal movements. We have this concept. So the fibrous joints is going to be seen in the skulls. They don't allow any movement. The cartilaginous joints, it is seen in adjacent vertebrae, limited movement. Hinge joints, so you can see it in knee, it helps in locomotion. Ball and socket joints, humerus and pectoral girdle, this is very easy to answer. So D is 2. So the correct option for this is second one. A is 3, fibrous joints, you see it only in the skull and they do not allow any movement. Cartilaginous joints is seen in adjacent vertebrae and they exhibit limited movement. Hinge joints are found in the humerus and pectoral, hinge joints are found in the knee and help in locomotion. Ball and socket joints are found in humerus and pectoral girdle. Rotational movement they bring about. So the second option is correct answer. So which of the following is not a natural or traditional contraceptive method? Lactational amenorrhea is a natural method. Waltz is not a natural or traditional contraceptive method. So coitus interruptus, periodic abstinence, they are all the traditional contraceptive method. So waltz is not a natural or traditional contraceptive methods. So match list 1 with list 2. So we have the parts of it and to which phylum they belong to. Pleurobrachia. So if you look into that, that is seen in Ctenophora. So the option A is 2. So it is seen in 1 and 4. Then radula. So we find this in the mollusca. So A is 2, B is 1. So they are like filing teeth, radula, we find it in mollusca. Stomochord, it is seen in hemichordata. And air bladder is seen in Osteichthyes, bony fishes. So these options are seen in A2, B1, C4, hemichordata, stomochord. D, air bladder is Osteichthyes. So fourth answer is the correct option. So again there's a match the following, one more part of it. Axoneme. So choose the correct answer from the options given below. They have given it as. So axoneme, where is it found? It is, what is it made up of? Centriole, cilia and flagella, chromosome, mitochondria. So axoneme is found covering the cilia and flagella. Axoneme. So A is 2. Cartwheel pattern, we can find it in centrioles, B1. Then cristae is found in mitochondria. Satellites are found in chromosomes. So the correct option would be the second option. So axoneme is seen in cilia and flagella. Cartwheel pattern of arrangement is seen in centrosomes. So they are perpendicularly arranged, the centrioles. So the answer is centriole. Cristae, or the inner folds of the mitochondrial membrane. So mitochondria is the answer. Satellite is found as a secondary construction in the chromosomes. So we call those as SAT chromosomes. So this is the option that we have. Again, what we can notice here is it is a question of cell biology, which has been asked in zoology. So which of the following statements is incorrect? So one statement is incorrect, we have to find out. Bioreactors are used to produce small scale bacterial cultures. Rather, they are large scale bacterial cultures they are used for. The first statement itself is incorrect. So the next statement is bioreactors have an agitator system, an oxygen delivery system, foam control system. They are all correct. A bioreactor provides optimal growth condition for achieving the desired product. That is also correct. Most commonly used bioreactors are of stirring type. This is also correct statement. So again, there is a missing question in the 179. So 188, there's a massive following. So again, it is from cell biology. So diakinesis. So packitine, zygotin, leptotin they have given. So diakinesis, what is going to happen is, so terminalization of chiasmata, we have to search for that, or completion of terminalization of chiasmata, A2. So whichever option has A2 as an answer is the correct choice. So diakinesis, so diakinesis, packitine, zygotin, leptotin. So here the option would be diakinesis is completion of terminalization of chiasmata. Packitine, it is appearance of recombinant nodules, LZP. Zygotin is going to be see the option here they have given it as wrong. The first option A is 3. Diakinesis chromosome look like thin threads. You can notice that there is what you call it as C2. Okay, so diakinesis, completion of terminalization of chiasmata. The leptotin stages, chromosomes look like thin threads. Z. Zygotin is synaptonemal complex formation. That is C1 should be there. Okay. So the first option, the answers they have wrong. Rather it should be A2 and C1. So they have made a mistake there, typographical error. So first option is correct. A is, that is diakinesis, completion of terminalization of chiasmata. Then B, packitine synaptonemal complex formation. That is correct. The C is C. D, leptotin. So they are LZP D square. Here the answer key is wrong. So the correct answer key should be, I'm writing it here, you can just make a note. A is going to be diakinesis is completion of terminalization. A2. B, packitine. So packitine is appearance of recombination nodules. A2, B4, C, zygotin, synaptonemal complex formation. D is going to be leptotin 3, D3. So 2, 4, C, zygotin is 1. So 2, 4, 1, 3. So 2, 4, 1, 3 is the answer. None of them have this. So 2, 4, 1, 3 is the answer. So there is a typographical error in this. So diakinesis, it is very clear, completion of terminalization of chiasmata. Packitine, appearance of recombination nodules. Zygotin is synaptonemal complex formation. Leptotin is chromosomes look like thin threads. So A3, B4, C1, D3. A2, B4, C1, D3. So next question, given below are two statements, one labeled as assertion and reason. So assertion, breastfeeding during initial period of infant growth is recommended by doctors for bringing a healthy baby. Colostrum contains several antibodies absolutely essential to develop resistance for within the new baby. So both A and R are correct, and R is the correct explanation of A. So both A and R are correct, and R is the correct explanation of A. That is the correct answer. Again, there is a missing massive following. So the TI plasmid of Agrobacterium tumefaciens stands for tumor-inducing plasmid. The answer is tumor-inducing plasmid. So which of the following is not a component of fallopian tube? Infundibulum, ampulla, uterine fundus, isthmus. So uterine fundus is not a component of fallopian tube. So again, there is a missing match the following 185. So 3 questions are missing. Typographical errors they are. Anyway, the next part of part B, section B, zoology is the following are the statements about non-chordates. So non-chordates, pharynx is perforated by gill slits. So notochord, they don't have operculum, but they have gill slits. So that is the correct option. So appropriate answer from the options given below. Notochord is absent. So the following are the statements about. So pharynx is perforated by gill slits. Notochord is absent for non-chordates. So B, D, and E is correct answer here. Notochord is absent. Heart is dorsal if present. Post-anal tail is absent. So these are correct options, which is unique to non-chordates. Again, match the following is missing there. So given below are the statements. Statement 1. The cerebral hemispheres are connected by nerve tract known as corpus callosum. The brainstem consists of medulla oblongata, pons, and cerebrum. In the light of the above statements, choose the most appropriate answer from the options given below. So here, statement 1 is correct, but statement 2 is incorrect. Majorly because cerebrum they have given it as wrong. It should be cerebellum. So that is the reason. Statement 1 is correct, but statement 2 is incorrect. Identify the correct options A, B, C, D with respect to spermatogenesis. Again, there is a diagram-oriented question. The answer for this is FSH. After LH, the A, you replace it by the necessary things. So you can see here. So A is FSH, B is Leydig, C is Sertoli cells, D is spermiogenesis. So these are the things that we have to remember about. So third option is correct answer. So again, it's a diagram oriented question that they have asked. So match the following. 2 of them again are missing, 3 of them are missing. Anyway, given below are 2 statements. Bone marrow is the main lymphoid organ where all blood cells, including lymphocytes, are produced. Bone marrow and thymus provide microenvironment for the development and maturation of T lymphocytes. So statement 1 and statement 2, both of them are correct. So here there is a match the following for 191. Let us see what it is. So it's not clear. So they have given names of the diseases. In another, match the following: unicellular glandular epithelium, goblet cells of alimentary canal. Then compound epithelium, moist surface of buccal cavity. Multicellular glandular epithelium, salivary glands. Endocrine glandular epithelium, endocrine, that is ductless glands, pancreas. So these options are there. A3. So this sort of answer is given in the 192nd question. That is the match the following for it. Again, 194th match the following, you can see at the side. So the structure used for storing of food. So it is a structure of cockroach they have given. So crop. So ring of, I found at the junction between, so there, that is called as Malpighian tubules between foregut and midgut. That is called as Malpighian tubules. Ring of structures that are seen, gizzard is there. So that is the match the following concerned with cockroach. They have given it as match the following. So the next question, the correct statement given below regarding juxtamedullary nephron. So juxtamedullary nephron, it is loop of Henle of juxtamedullary nephron which run deep into medulla. The loop part of Henle's loop of Henle of juxtamedullary nephron, they run deep into medulla. So that is the right answer. Match the following. Again, there is a P wave. P wave is depolarization of atria. They are responsible for depolarization of atria. QRS complex is depolarization of ventricles. T wave is repolarization of ventricles. TP gap is the heart muscles are electrically silent. So P wave is depolarization of atria. QRS complex, depolarization of ventricles. T wave is repolarization of ventricles. So this is about the electrocardiogram. Match the following they have given. So that answer is A3. Okay. As per ABO blood grouping system, the blood group of father B plus, mother is A plus, and child is O plus. Their respective genotype can be. The blood group of father is B plus, so it has to be, if the child is having the small I pattern, so parents should be having heterozygous B and heterozygous A. So they will be having heterozygous B and heterozygous A. So the answer is 1, C and B only. So there is a possibility of this in only C and B only. Given below are two statements. Gauss competitive exclusive principle states that two closely related species competing for different resources cannot exist indefinitely. Statement 2. According to Gauss principle, during competition, the inferior species will be eliminated. This may be true if resources are limiting. In the light of the above statements, choose correct answer from the options given below. So the second statement 1 is false. Same resources, it should be not different resources. That is why statement 1 is false. But statement 2 is true. So regarding catalytic cycle of an enzyme action, select the correct sequential steps. So catalytic cycle of an enzyme action. So we have to choose the correct steps that are involved here. So substrate binding to active amino site E. A is substrate enzyme complex formation. D is chemical bonds of the substrate broken. C is release of products. B is free enzyme ready to bind with another substrate. So third option is correct. Given below, the last question for this paper, the given below are two statements, mitochondria and chloroplasts. Again, it is a cell biology question. And chloroplasts are both double membrane bound organelles. Statement 2. Inner membrane of mitochondria is relatively less permeable as compared to chloroplasts. See, statement 1 is correct, but statement 2 is incorrect because both of their membranes are impermeable, and it is not that less impermeability in mitochondria when compared to chloroplasts. So that is why the statement 2 is incorrect. So statement 1 is correct, statement 2 is incorrect. So the answer will be first option. So that completes our discussion on NEET 2024 zoology paper. Thank you.